My name is Ranga. I lead product management for Commvault. So let me start with a quick high-level overview of Metallic, and then we will go into more deep dive sessions. If you just look at what's been happening in the past 2 years, and it's amazing that all of us are, at least some of us are meeting in person now, but over the past 2 years, there have been a lot of trends that have accelerated, one of which is the hybrid cloud adoption, right? And more businesses of all sizes worldwide are actively adopting hybrid cloud. And with that, unfortunately, come a new set of data management challenges which our customers have to face. And those challenges exactly are the ones that we have resolved to focus on with Metallic. I'm just going to go a little bit into those challenges. First and foremost, topmost in all our minds, in all our customers' minds, is the rising impact of ransomware. Not only have we been seeing an increase in the number of breaches and attacks, but more importantly, we are seeing an increasing change in the way in which attackers attack the environments. There is a growing sophistication. So it is essential for us to manage secure backups and ensure that they are always recovery ready. But more importantly, data management solutions need to be doing more and getting into an integrated approach towards ransomware detection, protection, and recovery. Later today, we're going to be talking about how Metallic is blurring the lines between data security and data protection in order to deliver exactly that peace of mind, so customers are protected from ransomware attacks more effectively than ever before. The second trend that we are seeing is constrained resources. Now, this is nothing new. All of us in IT, we know that there's always been a skills gap, but the cloud acceleration requires even more skilled expert resources, and that demands more out of the resources that we have, leading to an even greater constraint there. Now, this is where Metallic, as a fully cloud-delivered SaaS solution, allows our customers to free up the expensive resources that they would otherwise need to invest in managing the backup infrastructure. So they can divert those resources to focus on other activities that are strategic and central to the cloud acceleration. And finally, the third challenge that we all see is the hybrid cloud data sprawl. More workloads going to different clouds, SaaS applications, on-prem applications continue to exist. All of this put together is creating a lot of data silos and data sprawl, making data all the more challenging to manage and protect. Commvault has always been a leader in this front with the broadest support for workloads. That same DNA has been infused into Metallic, and you would see how we have expanded our service catalog with Metallic to protect more and more workloads in order to help customers with this challenge of data sprawl. Before I dive deeper into Metallic, I wanted to take a few minutes to recap our industry-leading portfolio of intelligent data services and explain where Metallic fits into the picture. If you look at our vision is to ensure that customers have the peace of mind to go do amazing things with data. And it is exactly with that vision that we've been expanding our data management platform to deliver much more than backup, to deliver a portfolio of intelligent data services. Our portfolio delivers data protection, which ensures that the business critical data is always protected and recovery ready. Data security with an integrated approach to handling ransomware across detection, protection, and recovery. Data governance and compliance to ensure that customers are able to meet all their compliance regulations very effectively and manage sensitive data governance, which again becomes an important part of ransomware protection. Data transformation to help with all these strategic initiatives that we are talking about around cloud transformation and whatnot. And finally, bringing it all together is data insights, which really drives more value into data, helping customers do more with their data, all layered on the unique 4D indexing that's built into our platform. Now, the cool part of our portfolio is the commitment that we offer to the flexibility of form factors. All this goodness that you see here in our portfolio can be consumed by customers as software or as HyperScaleX appliance or Metallic SaaS. And all of this is brought together as a single pane of glass by Command Center. So regardless of what form factor our customers use, regardless of the workloads they want to manage, regardless of the services that they want to use, it all comes together with Command Center as a single management interface. Enrico?
Is Command Center something of an add-on also from the point of view of the license, or is it free product?
That's a great question. Command Center is included with all our offerings. So whether people are using software or appliance or SaaS, Command Center is available free of charge. It's included with the products. It's not a separate add-on. In fact, that's one of the things that you would see with our portfolio is that everything is pretty much bundled in, so it makes it much simpler to consume. So with that, I'm going to dwell a little bit more into Metallic, which is our SaaS form factor. And that's what we're going to be focusing on for the rest of the session. So going back a little in history, right, we launched Metallic as a SaaS offer in October of 2019. When you look at our data management platform, one of the very differentiating aspects of our platform is the fact that our brain or control plane and the data plane are completely separated. So in a sense, you can say that our architecture was maybe already built for a cloud delivery model, already optimized for a cloud delivery model, because if you see what we do with Metallic, the control plane or the brain is cloud hosted, and it is fully managed and secured by Commvault. The data plane can be wherever the customers have their workloads running or where they need to have their backups. Now, what this means to customers is they do not need to worry about the backup infrastructure required for the control plane, which is the big part of the backup solution. They don't have to think about sizing it, figuring out the servers, waiting on the supply chain, setting it up, managing it. All of that is done by Metallic. That's the beauty of SaaS that we bring to the table. The second aspect is scale. Anybody who's been dealing with data knows that data grows, either because customers are adding more workloads or more users, or their workloads are generating more data. And instead of having to keep adding more servers, more storage, and figuring out all that sizing, Metallic handles it because all the scaling is handled by Metallic. Leaves the customers to focus on whatever business outcomes they are concerned about. And I would say the most important aspect is security. With Metallic, the control plane is running outside the customer's data center, which means that even if there's going to be a ransomware attack on the data center, the backup infrastructure is running outside, and so it is an additional layer of protection in the entire ransomware protection scheme. Additionally, we continuously apply a lot of security controls and ensure that it's continuously monitored from a security perspective. So there's that additional peace of mind that comes with the solution. In fact, today, Metallic is the only DMAS solution which has a FedRAMP high certification. We are at the ready status. We are already well on our way to authorized status. We've been sponsored by a major US government agency. So that's the level of security that goes into it, which now customers don't need to worry about. And combined with all of this is the end-to-end SaaS experience. Customers can get onboarded and start protecting their applications in a matter of few minutes. There's in-product insights that are built into the products. Onboarding is super simple, and expert tips are provided all along the way, so customers can onboard the workloads and start looking at the SLAs very quickly. The backup health is continuously monitored by our experts, by our automation. So that again spares another big complexity from our customers' perspective. When we launched Metallic, we actually started out primarily focused on protecting Office 365 and endpoints. Those were the two workloads that we primarily started with. There was so much customer interest, customer adoption, that we realized that this model is extremely preferable for our customers, and we started dramatically expanding the momentum with introducing more services in the service catalog. Today, if you see, we have multiple pillars within the Metallic service catalog. You have SaaS applications where we protect Office 365, Dynamics 365, and Salesforce. There's a lot of simplicity built in here because we deliver unlimited storage, unlimited retention as part of the SaaS apps backup. E-discovery is available with Office 365 as well as with endpoints, so more capabilities. The second pillar is very unique to Metallic. It's the hybrid cloud data protection, where we deliver SaaS data protection for virtual machines, containers, files and objects, databases, whether they're running on-prem or in any cloud. We added support for AWS workloads just a few months back. We already support Azure and on-prem workloads. So it's a continuing evolution, like everything that you see in the Commvault roadmap. And we've also been adding a lot of aspects from a security perspective. We introduced Metallic Cloud Storage Service, Active Directory Backup, Security IQ, of course, our most recent addition of cyber deception through the acquisition of Trapex. We'll be going into more details on all of those, but you can see how our service catalog has evolved a lot from Office 365 and endpoints to hybrid cloud, security, and storage as well.
Can you give us, a description of the customers that are using Metallic at the moment? Because you started with on the left talking about endpoints, so I suppose that was something somehow missing from the traditional backup and recovery. So you started from there. So large enterprises for as a point solution, but actually for all the others, what is happening?
Definitely, there's been an evolution in so many different aspects of Metallic, including the customer adoption. Initially, when we started with Office 365 and endpoints, we originally designed Metallic more for the mid-market. But we were very quick to realize that our existing customers, as well as enterprise customers, have a need for SaaS, especially when it comes to SaaS apps, which is why we expanded out there. Today, if you look at our customer distribution, it comes from enterprises, mid-markets, as well as SMBs. Additionally, we have the MSP route, which is reaching out to even more customers. So we're seeing a very active interest in protecting SaaS apps as well as hybrid cloud apps. And we will go into more details on why that is so, because it gives that flexibility of SaaS with the power and restore performance of on-prem backups as well.
Okay.
So, we have several large enterprises which are using Metallic together with other Commvault software that we have, customers who are completely new to the portfolio and who have started with Metallic and expanding with Metallic. So we have all those examples. Excellent. We were talking about the momentum earlier, and I just wanted to give a few proof points around that, similar to what you were asking, Enrico. You saw how the service catalog has been expanding. The customer count, we've been doubling quarter over quarter since introduction, right? Really heavy demand, bringing in a lot of new customers into the family. And the interesting flip side of it is we see more than 50% of our Metallic customers using another product from the Commvault portfolio, right? This is what we internally call the power of and, but very simply put, it's the flexibility of form factors combined with the simplicity of Command Center. Right, so you have a huge on-prem deployment of Epic. You want to continue using software for that, do that. You want to simplify with HyperScaleX, do that. And then you expand into Office 365 and Salesforce. You want to have SaaS app protection for SaaS, sure. And it all comes together with a single management plane. We've also been expanding a lot on the geographic availability, right? We currently have more than 30 regions that we support with Metallic. 2 weeks back, we expanded to Japan. Yesterday, we expanded into Qatar, expanding into Middle East. So it's a continuous evolution driven by persistent customer demand and partner demand. And I would say that another big piece of momentum is what we've been doing with managed service providers. We are seeing a lot of managed service providers being very interested in consuming Metallic and delivering their own value-added services on top of that. A very good example is Software One, which delivers backup simple, powered by Metallic. So that gives customers another layer of flexibility where they can either protect their workloads directly with Metallic SaaS, or they can do that through one of our MSP partners. In fact, a lot of interesting trends there where we are seeing managed security providers like GM SecTech bringing in data protection in order to supplement and complement their ransomware recovery solutions. Right.
In terms of customers who are already using your existing products that aren't necessarily using Metallic, is there any transition for them to help them move from using?
Absolutely. It's all totally. It's driven by customer interest, right? Like you would see that almost all solutions start with a coexistence extending into the migration path. Today, we are heavily focused on the coexistence story where Command Center brings it in together. It's the same support structure. We have a single community. It's a new introduction which caters to all the Metallic as well as the software customers. We've already had a few customers who have expressed an interest to move from managed software into Metallic. We've enabled those through professional services. This is going to be a continuing trend where we will be introducing a lot of automation to help customers move from one solution to the other.
And is that likely to move their backup data in there, or is that likely just to be around transferring over their policies and things like that?
Primarily transferring over their policies, because it's really the same platform for us. It's the same algorithms that are doing everything everywhere. It's really a shift of the form factor. So it's more of, you know, the management moving into the metallic while the backups continue where they are.
Do you have any plan for customers that want to move from, you know, traditional solution to metallic? So do you see this trend? I mean,
The traditional Commvault solution?
yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. As I was explaining to Chris, right now customers are expanding, our existing customers are expanding to bring in metallic for new workloads, which is the first step of the migration. They're using Command Center as a single pane of glass while doing that. The next step, as they get more comfortable in their cloud journey, is to move completely into metallic. And we are enabling that today through professional services, but we will be expanding more product capabilities as well for that.
But is there also, you know, a mechanism to transfer licensing? Or
it'll all be, you know, it's a single portfolio, a single platform. The licenses can be made interchangeable. It's all going to be driven by the speed at which customers want to move. It's all a subscription license for us. So it's easy to, you know, swap one for the other if there is a need. Excellent. So as I was explaining, the geographic availability, and along the way, a lot of, you know, rewards recognition and whatnot, which we'll leave it there, right? But that was a quick high-level overview of Metallic, just so you're able to understand where Metallic fits into our overall portfolio and what kind of interest and momentum it is tracking. We wanted to, you know, devote the rest of the time going deep into 3 topics today. The first one, looking at that blurring lines of data protection and data security. Indu is going to be walking us through that. We've been doing a lot of security additions, so wanted to do a little bit of an overview there. And then we will be moving over to David, who will take us through the hybrid cloud apps as well as SaaS apps protection. Now, in each of these sections, Mike is going to be jumping in to showcase Metallic in action so that you're actually able to see the product and you're able to see how it solves these challenges that we're talking about here.